It seems like it was yesterday that we were making plans for the future, and suddenly, time simply flew by. Months became weeks, days became hours, and many of us are still saying, "One day I'll start." But here's the truth. Time waits for no one. While you think, someone acts. While you overplan, someone is already executing. And the difference between those who achieve and those who only dream lies in the now, in this exact moment when you decide to change. Jack Ma often says, "Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be amazing." And most people give up before reaching the day after tomorrow. They stop halfway. They think they still have time, but they don't. 2026 is not a distant number. It's the result of everything you do today. Every small choice, every new routine, every decision to get up and try again, even when tired, is building your future. So stop and think. If you continue living exactly the same way you are today, where will you be in a year? And in 2? Will you be proud of your decisions? Or will you look back and say, "I could have done more"? Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it never comes. The right time is now. You don't need to have everything planned. You just need to start. One step at a time, one habit at a time, one different choice per day. And your 2026 will be completely different. The clock is ticking, and the question is, will you run along with it? Or will you let time take your dreams away? The world you knew 5 years ago no longer exists. Technologies emerged, professions disappeared, and what was once new is now basic. And you know what that means? That those who stop learning begin to move backwards, even if they don't realize it. Jack Ma always repeated, "Never stop learning, because learning is the only asset that no one can take from you." And he is absolutely right. While many people complain about changes, others are taking advantage of these same changes to grow. Think about how many opportunities exist around you. New ways to work, to start a business, to connect with the world. But these doors only open to those who have a new key, and the key is knowledge. Learning a new skill doesn't need to be complicated. It can be something simple, yet transformative. Learning to communicate better, understanding finances, mastering the digital world, learning another language, or even cooking something you've never tried before. Every new skill is a seed planted in your future. And the more seeds you plant, the more harvest you'll have when the years pass. Don't wait for someone to come teach you. The time when knowledge was in the hands of a few is over. Today, knowledge is a click away. In books, videos, courses, conversations, mistakes and experiences. But only those who decide to learn actually learn. Ask yourself, what is the skill that could change my life if I start practicing it today? Because 2026 will arrive with you prepared, or with you regretting not having started now. You can have all the dreams in the world. You can work hard. You can save money and plan for the future. But if you don't have health, all of this loses its meaning. Jack Ma always said, "You can be rich, famous, or powerful, but if you don't have health, you are a poor person with money." And he's right. The truth is that many only value health when it begins to fail. But health is not something you fix all at once. It's something you build every day. It's the result of small choices. The glass of water you decide to drink now, the food you choose to put on your plate, the minutes of sleep you don't trade for one more scroll on your phone screen. Your body is like a company. If you don't take care of the foundation, everything you build on top collapses. And it's not just about living longer, it's about living better. Having energy to wake up with disposition, think clearly, and have strength to continue even when life gets tough. You don't need to start with big changes. Start by walking a little each day, eating more balanced meals, sleeping enough, and especially slowing down. Learn to listen to your body. Constant stress, anxiety, lack of rest. All of this is a sign that you're demanding too much from yourself and caring too little. There's no point in building wealth, success, and recognition if your body can't handle celebrating them. In 2026, the world may offer you 1,000 opportunities, but if you're not well physically and mentally, you'll let them all pass by. Remember, you only have one body, and it's your greatest investment. Take care of it with the same dedication you take care of your dreams, because it's what will sustain you when those dreams become reality. And if this video is making you reflect on the changes you want to make, take advantage now and like the video. This helps a lot to get the message to more people. And if you want to continue on this growth journey, subscribe to the channel, because by 2026, you can become a new version of yourself, healthier, stronger, and more prepared for everything that's coming. Many people think you can only save when you start earning a lot of money, but the truth is exactly the opposite. You start having a lot of money when you learn to save. Jack Ma always said, poor people spend before saving, rich people save before spending. And this is one of the greatest financial lessons that exists. It doesn't matter if you earn little or a lot. The secret is in always saving a little, because money doesn't grow by the amount that comes in, but by the time it stays with you. Every dollar you save is a seed. And if you water that seed with discipline and patience, it grows and starts giving you fruit. Compound interest, the silent miracle that transforms pennies into fortunes. But for that, you need consistency. Save every month, even if it's little. Avoid spending on what you don't need. Learn to invest in something that generates return, whether it's a business, a course, or a financial asset. The secret is not in making money fast, but in making time work for you. While some spend what they have to appear rich, others invest what they can to truly become rich. Remember, money is an excellent servant, but a terrible master. If you control it, it frees you. If it controls you, it traps you. And what you do today with your money will determine the type of life you'll live in 2026. Don't wait for leftovers. Start now, even with little. Today's discipline is tomorrow's freedom. Traveling is much more than leaving home. It's leaving your comfort zone. It's opening your mind to see the world through different eyes. Jack Ma always said that the greatest lessons of his life he didn't learn in offices but in the streets, observing ordinary people living realities different from his. When you travel, something changes inside you. You begin to realize that the world is much bigger than your neighborhood, your work, or your problems. You see other cultures, other ways of living, other ways to be happy. And this teaches you humility, because you understand that no matter how much you know, there's always something new to learn. Traveling makes you more adaptable. Not everything always goes as planned. Sometimes the flight is delayed, the food is different, the language is strange. But it's precisely in these moments that you grow. You learn to deal with the unexpected, to laugh at mistakes, to manage with what you have. And when you return home, you return different, lighter, more grateful, and more confident. And the best part is that traveling doesn't need to be expensive. It can be a neighboring city, a historical place, a park, or even a trail you've never done. The important thing is to allow yourself to live new experiences, because when you change the scenery, you change your mind, and when your mind changes, everything around you begins to change too. So, before 2026, choose a destination, even if small, and go. Go with an open heart, ready to learn. Because each trip is a reminder that life is much bigger than the routine we create for ourselves. Traveling is investing in something no one can take from you: stories, experiences, and memories. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that what really transformed you weren't the things you bought, but the places you knew and the people you met along the way. In today's times, you are not just what you do. You are what you represent. And building your personal brand is one of the most powerful decisions you can make before 2026. Jack Ma said, "People don't buy products, they buy stories. And behind every great story, there is an authentic person." Your personal brand is that, your story told with truth. It's not about being famous, it's about being remembered. Remembered for your posture, your character, the way you treat people, and the quality of what you deliver. In a world full of copies, being authentic is the greatest differential. Don't try to be someone you're not. Show what makes you unique. Show what you believe, what you've learned, what you've lived. People connect with people, not with perfect profiles. And it's not just about what you show online, it's about how you live offline. The coherence between what you say and what you do is what builds trust. And trust is the new gold of the digital age. Be consistent. Post, share, teach, help. Don't wait to be an expert to start. Start to become one. Your story can inspire someone who is exactly where you were a few years ago. Before 2026, build something that goes beyond your work. Build reputation, presence, and legacy, because in the end, opportunities don't look for who is most talented, but who is most visible and trustworthy. Show who you are. Be yourself, but be the best possible you. And remember, your personal brand is the reflection of your daily attitudes, so take care of it with the same attention you dedicate to your dreams. Many people underestimate the power of a book. But think about it. In a few hundred pages, you can absorb the experience of someone who spent their entire life learning without having to make all the mistakes that person made. Jack Ma always emphasized, when you read, you're building a bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Reading is not just about running your eyes over words, it's about changing your mind. It's about questioning, reflecting, and expanding your horizons. Each book is a new lens to see the world. If you read 10 transformative books before 2026, you'll be giving yourself a decade of learning in just a few months. And it doesn't need to be complicated or overly technical reading. They can be books about finances, personal development, leadership, biographies of inspiring people, or even stories that teach you valuable lessons. The important thing is that each reading challenges you to think differently, to grow, and to act. Reading also increases your focus. In a world full of distractions, learning to concentrate on something deep is a rare and extremely valuable skill. In addition, reading gives you repertoire. You communicate better, inspire people, and make more conscious decisions. So make this habit a commitment to yourself. Set aside 30 minutes a day before sleeping or early in the morning. Create a routine that makes reading a ritual, not an obligation. In 2026, when you look back, you'll realize that the books you read are not just words. They are tools that transformed your mind, your choices, and your life. Time passes quickly, and we often lose ourselves in routine, work, daily worries, forgetting what really matters, the people who have always been by our side. Jack Ma always said that, in the end, success without family is empty. You can conquer the world, but if you don't have someone to celebrate with, victory loses part of its magic. Being with family is not just being physically present. It's truly listening, it's connecting, it's sharing moments that no one else will live for you. It's laughing together, crying together, and creating stories that will be remembered for a lifetime. Life is made of small memories, the improvised dinner, the weekend conversation, a simple trip, a hug at the right moment. And these memories are worth more than any money or status. They are what really builds happiness and meaning. Many people regret when they realize they let precious moments with those they love pass by. Don't wait for those moments to appear by chance. Create them intentionally. Disconnect from your phone, turn off the TV, and be truly present. Ask, listen, learn about your family members. The love and attention you offer today will be remembered for a lifetime. Before 2026, make a commitment to yourself. Prioritize who really matters. Because in the end, it's these bonds that sustain you in difficult moments and make good moments even more special. And if this video is making you reflect on your priorities, like it now. This helps spread these ideas and inspires other people to value what really matters. How many times have you thought, "I'll start tomorrow," or "When I'm ready, I'll do it"? The truth is that the perfect moment never comes. Jack Ma always emphasized that action is more important than perfection. It doesn't matter if you don't have everything planned, if you don't know every detail, or if you feel afraid. The simple fact of starting already puts you ahead of 90% of people who continue waiting. Every great project starts small. A book, a business, a service idea, learning something new, launching your content. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also what transforms dreams into reality. And the longer you wait, the more anxiety, doubt, and fear increase. But when you act, even if timidly, even if insecure, something magical happens. You learn, adjust, grow. Action brings clarity. Action gives confidence. Action transforms ideas into concrete results. Don't fool yourself thinking great achievements come out of nowhere. They are the fruit of consistent steps, even if small, taken every day. Each attempt, each mistake, each success brings you closer to the goal. So before 2026, choose that project you've been postponing. Write the first draft, make the first call, create the first version, take the first step. Don't wait for ideal conditions because they don't exist. What exists is the present moment, and that's where you have power. Believe, when you finally start, you'll realize that all the fear was smaller than you imagined, and that the biggest risk is never starting. Have you noticed how some people seem to advance in life faster than others? A large part of this progress comes from having someone to guide the way. A mentor is someone who has already gone through the challenges you face today. They can show shortcuts, avoid mistakes you haven't even imagined yet, and inspire you to believe in yourself. Jack Ma believes that we all need mentors, but also that we should all be mentors. Learning from someone is important, but teaching is equally powerful. When you share knowledge, you reinforce your own learning. Teaching forces you to organize your ideas, deeply understand what you know, and grow even more. And being a mentor doesn't mean being perfect. It means being human, available, and genuine. It's guiding by example, sharing experiences, and showing that success is the result of discipline, resilience, and conscious choices. Finding a mentor requires courage and initiative. You need to approach, show interest, learn to listen, and be willing to act on the advice received. And when you become a mentor, you create a learning network that multiplies. The knowledge you share not only transforms another person's life, but also strengthens your own journey. Before 2026, make this move. Seek someone who can inspire and guide you, and prepare to be someone else's inspiration, because no one grows alone. The path to success is built with mutual support, exchange of experiences, and continuous learning. We all make mistakes. We've all made decisions we regret. And often, what weighs most heavily is not the external consequences, but the guilt we carry within ourselves. Jack Ma always reinforces, don't look back with regret. Use the past as learning. Because if you remain stuck on what went wrong, there's no room left for what can go right. Forgiving yourself is not forgetting or minimizing mistakes. It's acknowledging them, learning from them, and moving forward. It's understanding that each failure was a disguised growth opportunity, and that true learning comes from experience. When you release guilt, something incredible happens. You gain clarity to make new decisions, confidence to act, and energy to invest in what really matters. You stop wasting time lamenting and start creating. Before 2026, make a commitment to yourself. Free yourself from the past. Write down your lessons. Accept your imperfections and use each mistake as fuel to be a better version of yourself. Inner peace is what allows all other areas of your life to flourish. Health, relationships, career, and finances. Remember, no one builds a bright future carrying chains from the past. Forgiving yourself is the first step to conquering freedom, purpose, and a full life. And if this video inspired you to reflect on your choices and personal growth, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help other people also become the best version of themselves in 2026. Because transformation starts now with you.